A lot of times it's something political too. When there's something
Yeah.
happening in a certain region, certain state as of political interest, then you know they're going to be on that 24/7
Hmm.
talking about it, bringing up who was involved, what senator, what governor, all that different stuff,
Yeah.
because they like to divide us politically too. It's
Mhm.
all about pushing a certain agenda. I know that when it comes to black on black crime, people are always like, okay, well, we're not going to pay attention to that. But when it's black on white crime, oh, now we got to call
Yeah.
in the dogs. Now we got to get police to investigate. Now we got to,
Yes,
put our resources into it.
it is interesting, and especially like growing up in the city, where I'm from, and then even being like cities like Detroit, Chicago, L.A., where the black on black crimes are in one section of the city.
Mm.
As long as what I've learned is, as long as the crimes aren't getting committed where other people are, is what it is. Literally, that's how it is. Because each race, right? Each race, so white on white crime is a real thing. Hispanic on Hispanic crime is a real thing because the crime is going to happen with the people you're around.
Yeah.
We're black or African American, whatever else we are, because we got a bunch of different, but we know these things because this is our environments, right? So we pick up on it, but in the grand scheme of things, in the bigger picture, it does seem like, especially in these major cities, that as long as you don't do it where other people are, or people that matter, people that got money they don't really care. It's the truth, because you're not hurting anything but your own community.
Yeah.
They're not hurting anything unless, like, a lot of times, if less kids are involved, stuff like that, and people will, but. Or it's something that gets to like such a big of an attention to the world, that's when people care. But if it just happened in the South Side of Chicago,
it's like a normal thing.
It's the truth, bro. It's the truth. But when a rapper in Chicago, I'm not saying people's name, a rapper in Chicago got killed in the Gold Coast, where basically no crimes happen in that part of Chicago. It's one of the safest places in the world. When a rapper got killed, rapper gang member was killed there. Now all of a sudden everybody's involved, feds, everything. So got these guys out of here. So
that is an interesting take, because the thing is this: whenever all these school shootings happen, all over the news for weeks, damn near months. Whenever there's shootings that happen in like certain neighborhoods, inner city, places where there's a lot more minorities or black people, let's just call it for what it is. You really don't see that as much or being reported, because I guess it's seen as normal, or it's just seen as just another statistic to a certain group of people, and the people who are reporting the news anyway. So that's not really news. Whereas if those certain things were, like you said, happening in areas where people have money, people are important or seen as important, then obviously that's going to be reported, because hey, they have to push their own agenda.
Yeah, I told, like, I break it down like this, because I could look at it from both perspectives. Growing up in certain areas and making it out of certain areas, and looking back with a different kind of like judgment. The news is going to the national news is going to report news that people are going to tune into, right? School shootings, I don't know if we can say that, but are something that people is going to spark attention. But somebody getting killed on the South Side of Chicago will be on the Chicago's news. But if it's not someone of status or importance, it's not going to make the national news, because that's a local news thing. Just kind of like look at it like this: the local PD in a certain city, they're going to take on certain cases. The feds come when it gets to a certain point. Just like the national media is only going to report on something that the nation is going to want to hear about.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff, the local shootings and stuff, and unless it's someone of importance, is going to be local news.
A lot of times it's something political too. When there's something happen in a certain region, certain state as of political interest, then you know they're going to be on that 24/7 talking about it, bringing up who was involved, what senator, what governor, all that different stuff, because they like to divide us politically too. It's all about pushing a certain agenda. That's the way I look at the news, and just
that's what the media is.
And who they support politically. CNN, Fox News, different types of NBC News. These certain news networks, they support a certain type of political agenda. They support different people in different things. So it's whatever they want to report, honestly.